Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the PLC, the Positive Living Center, based out of Oakhurst, California. We're back here again on a beautiful Sunday morning. Happy 4th of July holiday. We're brought to you by Zoom Productions, and this is why we have this great opportunity to see so many people from all over the nation, sometimes all the way across the world. It's so good to see you all again. Here it is, July. Here it is, July, and summer's really just getting going now. So welcome to the newcomers. Anyone here for the first time, you found us and we found you. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy this service. Our themes for this month: conscious thought controls the subconscious. Subconscious beliefs control our life, and we have manifest what we believe. I had an opportunity to talk with some of you this morning before we started service. It's always fun to log on early and get a chance just to talk with what I consider my extended family. So it's so good to see all of you today. And how about we take a moment to sit back, relax. It's a beautiful holiday, easy morning. Maybe close our eyes and get into a meditative state.
We are so grateful for yet another birthday of this wonderful land we live in. And as we celebrate the 4th of July, we can meditate on the many blessings we have. And for that reason, I'm going to sing you America the Beautiful. Listen to the words. They are holy. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God sheds his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful, for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. Oh, America, America, God sheds his grace on thee and crowns thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
let us manifest what it is we want. If we can believe it, we can see it. Let's go forth this day praising God's Spirit while we praise ourselves in the same very moment. Thank you, God. So it is. Oh. That was beautiful, Patty. Thank you so much for that. It's time for a spiritual thought. I'd like to introduce Reverend Judy DeRosa, who has a thought for us today. Morning, Judy.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I was up early listening to the day, and to contrast, I hear a weed eater off in the distance, and yet I also hear the birds singing. And then I feel as if my heart opens. It's as if a flower is unfolding, and with each petal, it's creating sacred geometry that is designing my life, because I choose to pay attention. A man whispered, "Creator, speak to me." And a meadowlark sang, but the man did not hear. So the man yelled, "Universe, speak to me." And the thunder rolled across the sky, but the man did not listen. The man looked around and said, "Let me see you." And a star shined brightly, but the man did not see. And the man shouted, "Show me a miracle." And a life was born, but the man did not notice. So the man cried out in despair, "Touch me and let me know you're here." Whereupon the great mystery touched the man, but the man brushed the butterfly away and he walked on. Don't miss out on a blessing because it isn't wrapped in the package that you may have been taught to expect. The author of that awareness is unknown. I'm asking you to join me in opening your heart, one petal at a time, in this time, in this moment. Om Takuyasin, for all my relations. We recognize our interconnectedness and honor each other. Please listen as I call the directions. Great mystery, let us not get lost in the busyness of our lives. May we make room for love and joy with creativity along the curious journey which we are upon on this beautiful earth, with endless wisdom flowing from every direction. I call to the east, the place of sunrise, the place where the horizon meets the sky with a kiss of the sun, air, and light, as they merge to create a new day. The east holds the male energy in life. It is strength and movement at dawn. The East is the gateway to our most precious experience and lives. The East represents the element of air that gives us our precious breath. The East is where the spirit eagle flies up to Creator and brings back answers for our own soul's evolution. Be with us in this moment as we create new memories together. Memories for our soul self. I call to the south the element of fire, warmth, shimmering light, the intellect with intelligence. We hold fire in our bodies, warmth and personal illumination help us on our path through our life. The South awakens the passion of living and loving. This is the place where children play and learn, sometimes not the easy way. The South is the place of lessons and tasks. We come to this Earth School to learn about love, honesty, integrity, forgiveness, and gratitude. The heat of fire in the South is welcome here in our sacred gathering today. I call to the West. This is the place of the divine feminine, a place of inner knowing, trusting one's self. As men and women hold divine energy of masculine and feminine, we create balance in this understanding. The West is a sacred place of twilight as the stars slowly come out into the new night's sky. It is in between time as we say goodbye to the day and we welcome the magic and mystery of the evening's indigo blue sky. We are filled with a feeling of grace and peace and welcome rest to our physical body. The West is also the element of water, where the vast oceans surround us and shares her various mysteries of swimmers with us. We are grateful. Sweet, precious water that all life holds dear, we sip you into our bodies. For without this gift, we cannot live. I call to the north. This is the place of our ancestors, who we now represent. Our greats, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our mothers, our uncles and aunts, brothers and sisters, daughters and sons, who may have moved on to another journey. They listen for our prayers, our asking for help, because they cannot be of service to us until we ask. We ask for guidance, and we invite them to hear our hearts. The North holds wisdom from the ancient mountains, and as the white blanket of snow covers the mountains in wintertime. We see the transformation of springtime to lush green, because spring keeps her promise to bring seeds of renewal. And we know that this is the true cycle of life. The north is where the trees slowly walk up the mountainside, and the deer graze without fear. The element of rich earth is called and welcomed in our gathering today. I call to the above, to the sun and moon and stars, to the cosmos of our universe, to the Milky Way that travels overhead at nighttime, to the wonders we do not yet know. I call to the stardust that each and every being holds in its DNA. Allow us to remember that we are so much more than what we have been led to believe. Join us, cloud dancers and sky beings, in this gathering, in this moment. And I call to Mother Earth. I call to the living energy of our planet, which we make our home upon, where everything we have has been given to us by our exquisite Mother Earth. We are grateful for our homes, our food, our medicine, our tools for our work. We are humbled by Earth's endless generosity. This earth is the stage we act our lives out upon, and may we remember to walk respectfully upon her body while we're visiting here. And now I call to the center, to the source, to the unknown, to the great mystery, to the goddess, to God, to all that is, to Buddha, to all the great master teachers. They came to help us awaken in this very short lifespan on our adventure. By whatever name you call spirit, may your beliefs and your soul be of service to all life. May your heart be filled with love and respect, and may that respect be for four-leggeds, for swimmers, for crawlers, and flyers. We are all connected to each other. And with that, for all my relations, may we walk in peace together. I call love and respect to be here with this sacred gathering today. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Judy. Yes, you remind us of our connection to everything, to all things, constantly.
Thank you.
I recall, like Luana has, when we go outside, we hear the birds just talking away. And it lifts us immediately just because we hear these songbirds. It's incredible. Very, very nice. We have music for you this morning. I'd like to have Patty Hummel give us one of her favorite tunes.
Thank you. Judy, that was a beautiful spiritual thought. Really, really touched me. I was listening to the birds this morning too, and boy, they are talking away, aren't they?
They're very busy.
They're really, but I wonder what they're saying. Like,
They're saying,
pay attention.
"Sweetheart, where
They're
are you?"
saying, pay attention, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Must be. Great job, Judy. I'm recycling a song only because I wasn't supposed to play this weekend, uh, but I'm going to. You guys are going to be sick of me by the end of the month. But this is a favorite of mine and a favorite of Jenny's, and I think a favorite of a few of you. It's by Leonard Cohen. There was a child named Bernadette. I heard the story long ago. She saw the Queen of Heaven once and kept that vision in her soul. No one believed what she had seen. No one believed what she had heard. That there were sorrows to be healed. Mercy, mercy in this world. So many hearts I find broke like yours and mine, torn by what we've done and can't undo. I just want to hold you. Come on, let me hold you. Like Bernadette would do. We've been around, we fall, we fly. We mostly fall, we mostly run. And every now and then we try to mend the damage that we've done. Tonight, I cannot rest. I've got this joy here down inside my breast. To think that I did not forget that child, that song of Bernadette. So many hearts I find broke like yours and mine, torn by what we've done and can't undo. I just want to hold you. Come on, let me hold you. Like Bernadette would do.
Thank you, Patty. That was very sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, and now it's time to introduce our main speaker this morning. It is an honor to announce her this morning, my very dear friend, Reverend Sandy West. Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning, everybody. We were talking before service that, we're close to Bass Lake here, and how many people are up there and how crowded the lake is and how many people are out celebrating freedom. It's a month of freedom, and they're celebrating that we're getting off the restrictions of COVID along with the freedom of our country. It's so interesting to watch when we talk about freedom, how important it is in our lives. I've always been very grateful I was born in the United States. I've always been very grateful that here in this country, I could find a voice and express that voice, and it would be okay. It wasn't something that I had to hide. I could be my authentic self. I could be me, and it would be okay. God, the gift of freedom, it just goes on and on and on. the freedom of our thoughts, the freedom to enjoy, the freedom to be happy, the freedom for all of these things is a gift. So I want to start this morning by reading a thing called Freedom. Excuse me, and it's in the 1926 edition of The Science of Mind. So just close your eyes for a moment or just relax and put yourself into listening mode and really hear this. Yes, I know that truth has freed me from the bonds of fear. I am not afraid. I adore thee, most high within me. I trust in thee and abide in the hope that knows no fear. I am free spirit and cannot be bound. The one life flowing through me is perfect and complete. I am not apart from it. I am one with it in momentous, marvelous unity and freedom, one with the complete whole. I was born free and was always remain free. The realization of freedom permeates my whole being and sinks into the innermost parts of me. I adore it. I love it. I accept it. I am free. Just let that resonate through you. We are free. No matter where we are in this world, we're free to think how we want to, free to make life what we want to, free to choose. And that is so important. We were gifted with the ability of choice. And that is what science of mind, religious science is all about. We have the freedom to choose. No matter what our belief system is, we can choose to change it. We can change our belief. We can change the outcome. We can change how it manifests. All we have to do is work at it. And I think that's the part that gets in the way. People want change to be easy. I just say it once or I just do it once and all of a sudden everything is different. It doesn't work that way. We have to build a new habit. We have to build a new neural pathway. It takes time. My best illustration of that is thinking of a ditch. A ditch is open and deep. This is the path, the neural pathway that I have now. To change that ditch, I have to start digging another ditch, take all that dirt and fill the old ditch, and then have a new ditch, which is now my new neural pathway with my new belief. But I have to work at it to make it happen. And a lot of people get tired of digging. A lot of people get tired of the work of it. I remember a couple of people that I had experiences with in my life who showed me that work didn't have to be work. That work could actually be experiencing the divine, experiencing God in action. That there is beauty in work. Instead of work being something horrendous or hard or something to stay away from, it could be something to embrace because it's important and it makes a difference. When we go to work, we get money, we take the money home, we allow it to gift us with everything in our home, in our life, in the things that we do. We have this freedom to purchase with this money. We have this freedom to appreciate what it brings to us. See, there's freedom everywhere in our thinking processes. I could spend all day thinking I'm ugly, making myself ugly, not doing my hair, not doing my makeup, not doing anything. Or I could visualize me as the best I could be, my highest potential, with a smile and a gladness and a sharing and love. I could share myself as love. What a gift of freedom to be able to feel love, to share love, to know that it makes a difference, that it heals and it connects and it unites us. I can love me just the way I am, and I can still choose to change. I can still choose to evolve to a different way of being. Because I love me the way I am doesn't mean that I have to stay the way I am. I have this freedom to change. I could cut my hair, I could lose weight, I could go back to school and be a school kid again. I can do all kinds of things because I'm free. If I don't pass anything more important on to my family, I want to pass on that they have this freedom, that they are loved just the way they are, that it's okay whatever they're doing to experience. Learn from it, go forth through it, make it a lesson that you can leap from, that can enhance you, that you grow from, that you attain more wisdom from. Look at all this freedom, free to do all of those things, free to do it, to experience, to gain wisdom, to evolve, to be more. What can be a greater thing than to celebrate that today? As you go forth, free to, as they talked earlier, to enjoy the dogs, free to go out and listen to the birds sing, free to go out and hug a tree. We have so much freedom, even in prison, and many of us have imprisoned ourselves. We have the freedom to unlock that door and to step out. We have the freedom to not have to stay there anymore. I can remember years ago going through my own healing and seeing myself in a cell. And I'm sitting at the back of the cell on the floor, leaning against the bars, and I can see the door of the cell, and I can see the key in the lock in the door of the cell. And all I'd have to do is reach my hand through and turn that key. And did I do it? No. I was afraid. Because if I got out of the cell, what was next? At least in the cell, I was comfortable. I knew where everything was. I knew when my meals came. I knew everything that would be there. I had control. And it was so important to have control. And it took me a long time before I could crawl to the door of the cell. Then a long time before I could stand up. Then a long time before I could reach through and turn the key and open the door. And then I reached a period where I was stuck. I couldn't step out of the cell. What would happen to me? What was out there? Who would Sandy be outside her cell? I knew who the imprisoned Sandy was. I didn't know who the free Sandy was. I had to learn. And that's how we evolve. We take whatever step we can take at any moment in time. And that's good enough. It all doesn't have to happen in this second, or in the next second, or in the next one. It's a journey. It's a process. It's something that we're working on. It's something I'm still working on to this day and will work on every second of my life in this world. Becoming the more. Looking for the divine potential. Looking for my connection to source. Becoming more of that. Merging more into it. Allowing myself to be whatever that's going to look like. Allowing today to be okay and tomorrow to be okay. All of it. If you go forth from this Sunday and our 4th of July celebration, if you do nothing more than make the statement, I am free, I am free, I am free. I accept my freedom. I accept my freedom. I accept my freedom. And then leap into, I adore it. There's such an opening of the heart. Say that to yourself. I adore it. It gives you commitment. It gives you acceptance. It gives you this open doorway, this doorway that is always open, always expanding, always allowing each and every one of us to be more, to be more, to be more. That's how we change this world. That's how we allow freedom for everyone. We share it, we are it, we express it, we role model it. That is one of our most important missions in this world, is to role model the path, to role model the journey, to show different ways that it can be done, to show it's doable and show that it matters. We matter, you matter, I matter. The tree matters, the path matters, everything matters. It's so important that we get this. We listen to the wisdom today of our spiritual thought, the beauty and the cadence and the way Judy shared the words and the experience with us. Did you feel the freedom of that journey? To look at all your directions, to feel them, to be them, to choose to accept them? There's that freedom. People can try and tell you who and what to be. People attempted to domesticate us, to brainwash us. But we have the freedom to overcome that. The same way I had the freedom to open my cell door. That cell was very real to me for a long time, my whole childhood. I felt in a cell. And it wasn't till maybe my 20s, early 30s, that I allowed myself to start really contemplating freedom. And that became my goal. It wasn't money, it wasn't a house, it wasn't new clothes, it wasn't a fancy car. I wanted freedom. And I allowed myself to accept it and to find that path. Each one of us can gift ourselves with that same allowance. That allowance is important. To allow us to fly, to have those wings, to think of other ways of doing it, to express the freedom to look people in the eye and smile because there is no fear. The freedom when we can to hug because there is no fear. The freedom to touch, to taste, to try new foods, to try new experiences. The freedom, the most important one of all, my friends, is the gifting and the freedom of love, of being loving, of loving, of sharing. However you want to phrase it. To be able to open your heart is the same as unlocking my cell door. You unlock your heart. No longer have to protect it from being hurt because there is only love, only understanding, only acceptance of the others around us and their journeys and what's happening with them. So as you go forward today in celebration that I adore my freedom. I adore it. Feel that. Feel how it resonates in your throat. Feel how it gifts you. Say it. Go in the bathroom and scream it. Do it somewhere where nobody sees and you don't have to worry about it. But allow yourself to love today, the celebration of today, of one of the most important spiritual concepts we will ever understand. God is good. God is great. And I adore it. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Sandy. Yes, freedom is everywhere for us. I congratulate you for finding your freedom, as we all have in our own way. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We are very, very fortunate people. Really, really are. Time for our offertory. This is our opportunity to give financially toward our center, which we will be returning to someday. We want to keep the place ready to go for us. Our lovely sanctuary and the grounds are looking wonderful. I think all of those in service to helping there. There are a couple of ways to give monies. And I think we have it, yes, right there. You can send donations to the PLC at PO Box 2683, Oakhurst, California. And you can also, I still think you still tap on the donate button and go that route too to send monies toward the future of this beautiful positive living center that is ours. The church is all ours, as Angie says. So thank you for your donations and your time toward this center of ours. Do we have announcements this morning from anybody? Yes, Bob?
Our spiritual discussion group will be this coming Wednesday at 5:30. Anyone who doesn't have the contact information can get a hold of me or of Laura.
Thank you, Reverend Bob. Anyone else? Judy?
Yes. The road crew stopped by a couple days ago, and they said that they were going to be fixing the driveways in our area. So that includes Positive Living Center and those holes that have been there for such a long time. So
Beautiful, beautiful.
grateful. I'll let you know when it happens, but they made a specific attempt to communicate, which I thought was very positive.
That's fabulous news. I look forward to having that road groomed too. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you for that information.
But the grounds look beautiful, and that Sarah, thank you, Sarah, had
Yes.
been participating in supporting the plant life around the Positive Living Center, and the lavender is back and blooming.
Wonderful, just wonderful.
Thank you, John.
That's great. Anyone else?
I'd like to add to that a little bit. So just to let you all know that Judy also, when we spoke to the road crew and such, mentioned that they would be able to fill in those holes, but the weeds that were within them needed to be removed first. And Judy spent quite a bit of time working on that endeavor to make sure it happened.
Thank you, Judy.
We have people from all around helping all the time. When you ask, you receive that help. It's just, wow. Any other announcements?
I'd like to give you an update since so many of you have been so kind and supportive of my son's condition and everything.
Yes, Diane.
I'm going down to St. Augustine to pick him up and bring him home here. He's going into hospice here.
Oh, I see.
So he'll be
glad you'll-
forced to have to listen to this service every week because it'll be right here in the living room.
I'm glad he'll be home with you. That's wonderful news. It really is.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for all your support. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Much love to both of you.
Thank you. I got to drive down 5 hours tomorrow.
Oh, boy. Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, Joe Bull. It's me again.
Yes.
I want to thank the prayer circle for prayers for my great grandson's burn on his hand. He's 2, and he is healing very, very well. And I think our prayers have made a huge difference for him. So Archer is getting better. Thank you.
Good for Archer. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Patty.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to let you know, I know many of us were praying for our friend, my neighbor, Dave Dorsey,
Yes.
who owned Dorsey's Hallmark. And he passed away on June 23rd. There will be a celebration of life for him next Sunday at the Sierra Vista Presbyterian Church at 2 p.m. So I know a lot of you, knew and loved the man. So if you're interested, the announcement is on Sierra News Online, and you can check that out there. I will definitely be there.
Thank you. Peace and blessings to his family. Thank you.
Yes.
Anyone else? Okay. Great announcements. Thank you all for sharing. It's wonderful. Our prayer partner today is who? Reverend Judy DeRosa. There she is. Thank you, Judy, for being available to everyone today. Wonderful. And our next week's speaker, I think, is Reverend Luana Bull. Is that right? Oh my goodness. I got the Rev sitting right next to me. So look forward to hearing you speak next week, Luana. Thank you. Let's do the prayer of protection, huh? The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Representative, would you like to give us a closing treatment?
Yeah, and Angie, do you want to do it with me? If you do, unmute.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's go to that top floor of awareness. As we continue on this physical journey this week, we're grateful that we have the ability to choose how we desire to experience the journey. As eternal spiritual beings, a dimension of infinite possibility and unlimited potential, we know that we are superior to any and all circumstances that confront us on our journey. And we accept this as the way we desire to process what we are experiencing here and now.
And in this loving knowing, we are complete now. We are perfect now. We are so beautiful. Allow your beauty to shine. Allow your heart to open. Take all of these knowings and lessons you've learned today and go out and just spread them around the world. Enjoy today. Embrace your freedom and have a lovely, lovely week. And I give such glorious thanks for that which is ours. And say with me, please. And
And
so
so it is.
Diane, thank you again for sharing about your son. Have
Yeah.
a safe travel.
Thank
Have
you.
a safe travel, and he gets to spend his time with you. And I think that's marvelous.
Yeah, it
Yes.
felt really right. Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah. Thank you all for being there. Appreciate it.
You're loved, honey, and your son is too.
Thank you. You'll maybe meet him next week. You can't
Love.
talk, but you'll meet him maybe a little bit. Okay,
Wonderful.
all right.
Have a great week, everybody.
God bless everybody.
Bye.
Love you
Happy
all.
4th.